In this lesson, we're going to look at a couple of other types of custom blocks. We've been using blocks that look like this, that are an oval, and we've been using blocks like this that look like they've got the angles on the end. These are hexagons. The ovally blocks we've been calling reporters, and the hexagon blocks we've been calling predicates. They're actually a special type of reporter. They report a Boolean value. Booleans are either true or false, and that's all that these can report. If we want, we can make blocks that are of the type reporter or of the type predicate, and we get to pick which one we want to make. You have to pick at the right time, at the very beginning. So if you want to have your block do something, move, whatever, that's going to be a command type block. If you want it to report something other than true and false, you're going to pick reporter. And if you want it to be a predicate, that means it would report true or false, that would be a predicate block. So we could use a reporter to report on what the minimum is. And I click OK. And now I have my custom block. And I want the minimum of number 1 and of number 2. So I have number 1 minimum, number 2. So, oops, I didn't spell this right. Number. So you see, to fix that, I just clicked on it. Away we go. And maybe I actually want this to be over here. So then we could move things around, but let's just leave it. Okay, so you'll notice that there's this new thing going on here. This is report. So I use this report block because this is what's going to take the place of this green oval. If I want to find the minimum, I'm probably going to need to compare. So if number is less than 2, then I need to use an if else block in here. So if number 1 is less than number 2, I want to report back number 1 because that would be smaller. And then you can find more of these report blocks in the control blocks here. And so if that's not true, then the minimum would be number 2. And then if they're the same, it's going to report number 2. But if they're the same, it doesn't matter which one I report back. And what this will do is that now this new block, which I made in the operators, minimum, I can put in 2 numbers like -3 and 5. And then this should tell me that this value is -3. And if I click on it, you'll see that it comes up with this little talkie bubble, and the talkie bubble tells me that it's saying -3. If I were to change this to being 13, now the minimum should be 5. When I click on the talkie bubble, it says 5. Do make sure that you check your reporters, whether they're a predicate or a regular reporter. You want to make sure that those are actually reporting what they're supposed to be reporting. Use numbers that you know and figure out how to make sure that they're doing what you wanted it to do. If we wanted to look at what a predicate could look like, when you make your predicate, sample predicate, this one has a report. You can either type in here true, or there is also this little toggle, and you can put that in there and have this be true to report true, or report false to report false. Probably this is going to go inside an if else, but remember that this report block is going to have to be in there, and that's the very last thing that will happen in this block. As soon as it hits a report, it will be done and it will stop executing your code. Good luck.